Come away, adventure calls today, and tomorrow we'll tell of our tale. Come away, we'll see that dragon slain. But before we go, let's dream. But before we go, let's dream. But before we go, let's dream. One more ale.
From the depths of the dungeons to the tavern brawls, save the king, killed a giant. We've been through it all. I could fill up a tome, but you're not coming home. Well, we all saw it happen. We're the ones you saved. Gonna light you a candle. Gonna tell your tale by the light of the moon. We'll remember you, dying a hero. Tried to help you with that diamond, but it wouldn't save your soul. And on that fateful day, the evil wizard came. Now everybody in this realm is singing out your name. Can you hear us sitting out there in the astral plane? Our adventures together went to hell and back. Spent the day slaying dragons and escaping traps, but massive damage is done. Now you're really gone. But we'll remember you, dying a hero. Tried to help you with that diamond, but it wouldn't save your soul. And on that fateful day, the evil wizard came. Now everybody in this realm is singing out your name. Can you hear us sitting out there in the astral plane? We'll remember you, dying a hero. Tried to help you with that diamond, but it wouldn't save your soul. And on that fateful day, the evil wizard came. Now everybody in this realm is singing out your name. Can you hear us sitting out there in the astral plane? Can you hear us sitting out there in the astral plane? Thousand years you've been reigning terror, stoking up fears from deep in your lair. We're here to tell you that your time has come. This is our kingdom today.
Who are the fools who would dare threaten me?
Dragon can fall, was slain.
not make us cower. We're here to tell you that the spells are cast. You will not last the night.
You are the fools who will now feel my wrath.
Dragon can fall. We'll slay you with our mighty sword. Dragon can fall. Your heart will soon be ours. Dragon can fall. You are the beast we're training for.
We are the party who now will fight back.
Quick, grab the magic bow. All distracted. You'll never defeat me, dragon.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Dragon can fall. We slay him with our mighty swords. Dragon can fall. His heart will now be ours. Dragon can fall. He lies the beast we're training for.
We are the party who claim victory.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Office Hours. It's Devin. Excited you're here. Oh, boy, howdy, do we have a lot to talk about today. I'm excited that you're all here. I'm hoping you're all having a fantastic Friday this here, Friday, November 14th at 12:59 p.m. Pacific. We have a bunch of new stuff to cover, a bunch of things to announce, and of course, we're going to leave time for Q&A for you. For any questions you have, anything you want to talk about, we'll go ahead and leave that time. We have about an hour of time together, so we're going to try to make the most of it. First and foremost, let's talk about, let me go ahead and, Starter Set V2. So we launched Starter Set V2 on Monday. Very small traffic. We are essentially targeting anyone who was a new user. We use new user as a new device, so we haven't seen their device. So it could be the phone or their desktop, but essentially new device. And if they had selected the Learn to Play scenario filter in search. Now, very few people interact with that, but we felt it was pretty high intent users. And so we wanted to see like what would happen with that traffic, even though it was pretty small. As the week went on, we noticed that it was still just not enough traffic to actually be activated. So we decided to expand into all traffic. So all users are now put into either the experiment group or the control group for the new starter set. We also decided to kind of expand out into ads. At the very beginning of starter set last year when we had it was really aggressive with ads, and that ran a lot of the traffic that helped us determine if that was a really viable program. So we relaunched a bunch of those ads, well, new ads, not those old ads. So we're going to see how that traffic looks over the weekend to see if we're getting enough traffic to actually gauge the effectiveness. If not, we might open it up wider to not just folks who click the scenario filter who end up in that URL query, to just all users generally that come across the site in any type of filter. So that's what's new with Starter Set and the bounty board. Also, if you have any questions at any point, especially about what I'm covering at that moment, type question in all caps in your question. And that will help me be able to see your question really easily below, so I can go ahead and stop and read it. Now, if your question is about something else, go ahead and save it. I'll be getting to just general questions at the end here. Does anyone remember when we were talking about, Roll for Treasure. Raise your hand if you remember when we were talking about Roll for Treasure. It was about 2 weeks ago. It was Halloween when we talked about it. Let's see if anyone here remembers that. It was a secret project. Okay, good. Shinnis remembers. That's all that matters. Great. Get this cable out of here. But what is Roll for Treasure? What is Roll for Treasure? Button this up. So a lot of the times we have to prioritize work that's going to be really impactful to a lot of the core goals of the company, right? And most of those goals are making sure that you make money. But sometimes those goals don't make life easier for a GM. You know, sometimes things that are going to increase top of funnel users is going to increase more users for a GM, and it's going to make GMs make more money. But the overall flow for GMs, that doesn't make things easier. It's not that these projects make it harder, but Roll for Treasure is specifically a handful of quality of life improvements for GMs. We took a bunch of our, Hello Next feature request, a bunch of feature requests from the customer, that had been sent to the customer team, from Intercom, a bunch of places. And we've taken all of this feedback that we've kind of collected, and we did what's called a PI, which is priority, impact, and ease. And we kind of gave all of that a score. And we found a bunch that we felt were the most impactful to work on, what we'd be able to actually tackle, and what people really wanted. So we're going to be working on a bunch of those. What are they going to be? That's the fun thing. We're not going to tell you. You're going to there's going to be a few days where just a bunch of new stuff is going to be released. It's really fun stuff. It's not fun, but just like it's good. Like, actually, here's one. I'll tell you one, unless you don't want to know. Let me know if you want to know one. It's kind of like opening up one present on Christmas Eve before Christmas. If you want to know what one of them is, I'll tell you. Otherwise, it'll just be announced when they get released, and you'll get to know that that it's been happening. One thing for sure, it isn't badges. Has nothing to do with the thread about mystery messages on listings, I'm sure. I like presents. Yes, give me. Crap, I'm late. Yes, I want to know just as an idea. Don't tell us. Darren Ruckle, tell us everything. Who would want to know? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about one of them. Wait, did I freeze? Oh no. Okay, there we go. All right. Here's one of them. 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hey, give me a D20. Do you have a D20 near you? There you go. I'm going to roll D20 to determine which one to tell you, because then we're actually rolling for treasure. Okay, there we go. 13. Okay. So this one is when you get a message from a player, there'll be a little indicator of what game they were looking at when they messaged you. So if they were looking at your Curse of Strahd game and they message you saying, hey, what level are you guys? It'll say this player was looking at this Curse of Strahd game. I love that. Everyone loves it. They love it. It's wonderful. It's great. Good news. That's just one of many. One of 20. So we're doing like a big quality of life improvement for GMs with these kind of like 20 random projects, and then we're going to be doing a bunch for like the admin side for the customer team, a bunch of like quality of life improvements on a bunch of the admin tooling we have, and because we have these kind of weird times around the holidays where it's hard to work on really big projects because people will be traveling, people have time off, and so these smaller projects which normally can't get as much priority because we have to focus on larger, beefier projects that are more important to the business, we can work on this, especially around the holidays. It's a lot easier to do this kind of stuff. 19 more. Roll again. Push it. Insert Kylo Ren meme. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, y'all. It's gonna be really good stuff. Let's see. You keep stealing my Bluetooth. It keeps connecting to me for some reason. Okay. All right, live. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. What are we at now? Let's see. We were talking about Roll for Treasure. That's all the big stuff that we're doing this month, next month. Yeah, that's all the big stuff. Let's see. Okay, yeah. You'll see more come out. There'll be more. Darren Ruckle says GM badges. I don't know what that's referring to. GM badges. Is that... I don't know what that means. GM badges. Go figure. We did just have a great team offsite. We were in San Diego as a team last week. The company is almost completely remote, so it was nice to get together with the entire team. Some of the team we've actually never met in person, so it was really good to meet some of the teammates that we had never met IRL. We did some cool planning. We did a great secret project that we're still working on, and we're excited for next year. We also did some really fun moonshot ideas. Some like crazy things like what would StartPlaying do in 5 or 10 years? And those are really fun. One of those was kind of like Jurassic Park, but D&D monsters, where we genetically engineered like beholders and other D&D monsters, and we opened up amusement parks in every state. It's kind of like a Jurassic Park, but D&D. I love that. I don't know if we can hit that in 5 years, but maybe 15. But there's some other really good stuff, but the idea of like opening up some in-person locations, maybe some community centers, stuff like that. So there's some really, I love the forward thinking of the team and what we could maybe be doing in 5, 15 years. Philmania Young, what game did you play at the offsite? A lot of the team played Commander. We did as a team play a Battle Royale D&D PvP. Nothing says team bonding like PvP. It was a 1v1 until there was only 1v1 left, and that was pretty brutal. Let's see. 5 years seems generous. A more permanent, low lore-based rent fare would be nice. Oh yeah, like maybe like StartPlaying amusement park. I like that. Question, Keith, who won? I could tell you, but their name is redacted. But it was not me. It was the only person on the teams whose name is redacted, and they whooped me. It was me and them, and I was annihilated. It was crazy. It was. There's no chance. It was like an instant. They had one turn against me, and I was annihilated. Okay, let's see. What are some other things that are coming up that are we should maybe touch on? Let me open up my office hours. We will be at PAX Unplugged next week. So if you're going to be at PAX Unplugged, it'd be great to see you. I'll be meandering around. There will not be a StartPlaying happy hour this time. We're still reeling from the last happy hour, still licking our wounds from how great that one was at Gen Con. Let's see. Ooh, referrals did really, really well, but we talked about that last time. We're doing Feed America. I think a lot of you already know that. This month's charity is Feed America. Feed America works with is a national charity in the U.S. that works with food banks across the country. They are really impactful. They can make a dollar stretch really, really far. They can make a dollar feed up to create 10 meals. So that's great. So if you want to jump on this month's charity, Feed America, it's great. We have the Alien RPG launch next week. That's going to be really exciting. We have a bunch of creators that are helping launch that as well. Let's see. Oh, GM availability is testing right now. That's an exciting one. GM availability is where players can go to GM search and they can go to availability. And they can see if they can find GMs that are available for their for a time that works for them. So if I'm like, listen, I want to find a GM who's available on Mondays at 6 p.m. I can go there. I can click GM availability. I can click Mondays, 6 p.m. and it says, hey, here's all the GMs that are available on Monday at 6 p.m. And we are testing if people want this. And we're trying to see if what kind of usage it gets. Because here's the thing. You're probably sitting there being like, Devin, I never told you when I'm available. How do you know I'm available Monday at 6 p.m.? I don't. This is not it's not a real good filter. The test it's not actually testing, does this result in a conversion? The test is testing usability, or not usability, engagement. Are people trying to use this filter? Are people clicking it? Are people engaging with it? Because if they are, then it makes sense for me to take our engineering time and put more of it towards building out some sort of filter that uses a GM's availability, where you actually select availability. You don't have, Keith, there is no availability that we're pulling from. There's nothing that you have on the back end that we are pulling from. What we are looking at games. We are using the exact same feature that we use on search for this test. Don't go and change anything, all right? This is purely to see, are players going to use this? If they use it, we're going to find a way to make it really good. But I don't want to build out an entire feature that nobody wants. So we got to see, do players want this? We've had user interviews where players said, yeah, I want to be able to find someone that has my interview. But we haven't seen custom bookings lead in that direction. We haven't seen that be the case. What we've seen is people go to game search and find games that way and just book GMs through there. So we're going to test this out. If this ends up being useful and we end up seeing a lot of usage, we're going to do something where you as a GM put in your availability. Maybe we say, hey, you can put in 10 hours of availability every day. So you can't say you're available 24 hours. Nobody is available. You're not a machine. You're a human being. You're a human being. Some of you are. I know one of you is probably an alien. Just a numbers game. There's got to be an extraterrestrial living among us. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Or am I? But we might have, you could pick 10 hours that you're available, or or 12 or something like that. And then maybe we say, if you have an active game, we don't show you on that because you're already running this game. If you have a pending game with no people in it, maybe we still show you. Maybe if you have a pending game with 2 people in it, So we got to figure out a lot of logic to it. And so it's a really big project, right? This isn't simple. That's why we want to say, hey, do people want this? So we made it. If people engage with it and they say, I want a game at 6 p.m., we're just going to show GMs that are already running games at that time. And in that way, we're giving results that sort of make sense. But again, we're not measuring the feature on, does it lead to conversions? We're just measuring this feature on, do people engage with it? Let's see. Okay, there's no questions around this. Great. Redacted is my favorite SBG employee. Ace the GM. Learn to play bounty. Are there any repercussions from deviating from the established criteria? For example, if players agree to longer than 2 hours or they want to make up their own characters. Ace the GM, that's completely okay. A lot of these, but that's if they want to. If we find out use the GM's all right, we're actually going to make our own, and the people are like, what the if someone comes to you, the GM's like, hey, can I make my own, and can we make it outside of the time allotted? Of course, that's completely okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's go into what else are we testing? We are testing. Oh, of course, it logs me out right as I go to look. All right. GM availability filter, removing custom requests, avatars, additional filters, filter button count, homepage carousels, and the watch list. We are expanding the watch list. So we did some analysis on the watch list afterwards, and we originally tested the watch list, which allows you, a user, to follow a game, not just a GM, a game. And you could then get updates on that game. So like you follow a game and someone joins. You get emails saying, hey, a game you're watching has a new player. And we're hoping that that kind of stuff would get people who are maybe on the fence to activate. Also, people who are coming by and like, maybe I'm not ready to book now, but I'd like to book later. I'm going to follow this game so I can come back to it. We noticed that those people have a lower onboarding rate, about 3% lower, which is bad. And it's about a 1% less likely to book. So that's not showing good. What we're going to do is we think that there actually might be some value if we expand it. We're thinking that it might be a little too small. If we can get maybe what we think is a critical mass of social proof, we can see a better impact. So we're expanding the watch list test to all users. So there will be people still in the control and people that are not in the control, where they will see X amount of people following this game, and they can follow it as well. And when they follow it, they can get updates. And we're going to go ahead and measure how impactful that is. And if we see a better impact to expand to all users, we're going to launch it. But if we see similar results, we're going to have to cut that filter because it's not helping GMs. It's not helping them get more bookings. It's not helping people retain in the game. So that's something we learned, kind of the opposite of following the GM, which turned out to be a really powerful feature. We got a question. Michael's Mind, hold on. Maybe I'm misunderstanding, but why don't you pull available data from availability section on our account pages? Sorry if you answer this. Ignore that. That's player profile, not the GM. Ignored. Kimberly, I followed 3 games this week and ended up booking 2 of them. Love that, Kimberly. Let's see. That's pretty much all the changes there. Anything else? Oh, we got some sick new designs. Oh my gosh. We have, okay, I don't want to give it away, but I'm going to take a photo and then I'm going to show it to you. So you can't see all of it. We have some very cool new merch coming. Okay. All right. Okay. Boom. Look at that. That's sick. That's gonna be great. That's a little